It's SuperStarcraftBros.
Platinum Thursday.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything for Platinum Thursday. Kind of feels like it should be like Wednesday or Tuesday or something like that. Christmas is really throwing me off.
But it is in fact Thursday.
Is there anything on TV tonight?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What's a TV?
Black Ops. We gotta play Black Ops tonight. Iron Sparks got me these amazing headphones. I felt like I was getting grenades chucked at my head.
It's because you were.
No, my real head.
Oh. You were.
What?
No.
Alright, so what do we have today? We wrote nothing on the whiteboard. I don't know what to, I know we have a Protoss. I know they're red. I know they threw down a pylon.
We have a PvT on Entombed Valley.
I like Terran.
I know you do.
They're the best.
No, they're not.
I know, currently Zerg's the best, but you know what? Nerf him.
Huh. Huh.
Not really, just... We need better Terran and Protoss players.
Huh.
Alright, who's playing?
Well, on our bottom left corner of Entombed Valley, we have our red Protoss, ErWinOrDie. And in our top right corner, we have our blue Terran, ShaPeLesS.
Alright. I like the name, except for the fact that he has capitals in the middle. I don't like that.
Yeah. So, looking pretty standard so far. Got the barracks going down for the Terran and the gateway going down for the Protoss. Neither one really worrying about walling off because there's no Zerg in the matchup.
Yeah, so definitely don't need to play defensive.
And
what do you got?
Both of them scouted in the wrong direction.
Oh, you just like that? Okay.
Well, they both scouted in opposite directions.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, it just looks like the Protoss player sent out its probe first, so it's going to get some scouting information early. And it looks like ShaPeLesS might have sent his SCV down after the supply depot was built, so he got a little less of a jump on his scouting.
So, probe does get here, sees nothing fishy going on, nothing really going on at all. But
no, I mean, he's going to see that the barracks is just finishing. If he was paying attention, he'll notice the lights were flickering on and off, so Marine is on the way.
He did see the orbital band start to morph, so that's something. Cybercore goes down right after this gateway's finished. He does have his gas, but has not started mining from it.
You know what I'm really liking about this game so far?
What?
It's platinum. They're doing builds.
True. We got an expansion coming down for ShaPeLesS, and the Protoss will see it.
Might try to do some damage to the SCV. Nope, he's just going to go around and try and get some additional scouting and play ring around the rosy with that Marine.
Well, there's not much damage you can do when you're being shot in the butt.
I have nothing to say to that. I actually had to stop myself from laughing at that one.
Alright, so this Zealot is out. Might see him trek across the map, try to do some early damage to that expansion.
Nah, he's going to play ring around the rosy with that SCV. Very brave SCV, because those probes could have just turned around and zapped him to death.
Looks like Erwin's going to match his opponent's expansion with one of his own.
Good call on that. It does look like ShaPeLesS is going a little bit defensive. He has that bunker just about to finish at the top of his ramp. And both Vespene gas geysers are getting a refinery on them right now at the main. So, yeah, ShaPeLesS is definitely planning on teching up or just playing a massive macro game.
You know, I expected the Zealot to go over here and try to deny this because it's still not finished yet for some reason. But it looks like he decided not to. Just started.
Did that SCV get pulled off to build that barracks? Is that what's
You know, I think he might have stopped because that was a really long build time for this command center. That's probably what happened.
Orbital command coming at the natural, and that probe is like, I will shock you, and because it looks like you don't want to move. So SCV decides to run away.
Right, so a couple of Zealots out in front, stuck on the way, as well as Warp Gate. He's not really focused on getting this out quick, though.
You know, I don't think he needs to at the moment. He is using most of his minerals to build that Nexus. He threw down a robotics bay, very early robotics bay.
Yeah, so, I mean, he does have that double gas, so he is preparing to do when maybe some Immortals getting out, or...
might see some type of drops going on behind the Terran line.
Let's see, back at the Terran space, just straight barracks so far. He is getting concussion shells, so that'll be great against any Protoss ground army.
Yeah, and I like that early on in the game, Marauders are terribly deadly against Protoss units because they do that additional damage versus the armored nature of the Protoss gateway units. But I don't know, I kind of like ShaPeLesS' play right now. It's conservative yet kind of aggressive at the same time for a Terran player. So I'll probably expect some type of move out in the next 2 to 3 minutes, and he has a factory going now too.
Yeah, do you think he used that factory axe to build anything from it, or just go straight for those medevacs?
I think he's going to go straight for the medvacs, so kind of do a 3 racks into medvacs, So I think that's it. I think that'll be a good call right now. The Robo is down for Erwin. So we're probably going to see early Colossus because, I mean, it's Terran. Why not go Colossus?
You know, maybe. You know, something I always like to see against Terran is those High Templar, because that way, you know, if the Terran does decide to go into Viking tech, you know, it's not really going to do much.
Yeah, well, interesting. Starport's going down, and I believe a reactor is getting built onto the factory, so we are going to see early medvacs.
And right now they're looking pretty even on income.
Yeah, the Terran player would have a little bit more if he was making use of his mules. He does have one that was just dropped, but yeah, it's doing fairly well. Missile turret's going up now just as a precaution against DTs.
And like you said, there is that starport, and it's getting a reactor on this factory. Going to be seeing those switch to start pumping out those medvacs.
Yep, and a decent timing on the switch, and Colossus Tech is on the way.
Looks like he decided he was going to move out. I don't know if any casualties were had, but...
No, I think he might have saw the observer and decided to turn back.
Maybe.
Because I don't see any blood splatter or anything like that. He did leave a Marine back there to hold down the tower.
So back at the proto space, trying to get his forges down so we can start getting those upgrades, which will be very vital.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
I mean, both players doing very well at macroing up. It looks like Erwin's going to prep to take his third. And ShaPeLesS is doing the exact same thing. So both players kind of hitting their marks at the same time.
And so yeah, he is getting these medvacs out, also making his next command center. And he's getting a stim upgrade and attack upgrade 1.
Good call from that. It looks like he's going a 3M build, so he's definitely going to need those upgrades to make his units last a little bit longer and deal out a little bit more damage. Just 4 friends hanging out.
Yeah, you know. Hey, we destroyed the rocks, what now?
Yeah, that one guy like turned right when you said that. Well, you know, Bill, I think I don't know what we should do. I mean, we can't go eat anything. We don't have mouths. So, holy, Terran production tab.
Yeah, Terran's doing a lot. Protoss wasn't doing much. He hasn't tried this thermal lance.
And that third command center is going to be ready real soon. It's going to be able to lift off and land at that spot. That observer might spot it, though.
Do you think he'll make the... Yeah, he will make the orbital first, so he's probably going to drop a mule as soon as it's done, then go ahead and move it
I mean,
over.
economy-wise, he's sitting a little bit above 400 minerals. He just passed the 500 mineral mark, so he's doing alright on minerals.
Yeah, and because of these mules, he is far ahead of this Protoss player, even though the Protoss player does have more workers.
Yeah, mules definitely help us, because we need the minerals, because our units die like that when we go against Protoss.
Yeah, but yours aren't like expensive as a lot.
I'm not going to debate you. It's Thursday. It's not debate day.
Okay.
That's Monday.
Let's see. So, ground and...
oh, look at that OP chrono boost. Joking.
Alright, so got some cannons going up in case of drops. And Thermal Lance finally started not chronoing out as of yet, but the first Colossus is out on the field. And he's getting ready to take his third.
Ghost Academy on the way for ShaPeLesS. This is going to be interesting.
You know, the EMP really can do a lot against the Protoss army. And I don't think a lot of Terrans use it enough, especially in like the non-pro leagues.
I'm sorry. I always forget we have ghosts when we're playing. I will try mixing them into my build more.
And then we have the Mobius reactor going down.
You know what's fun about the Mobius reactor?
Mobius?
Yep, exactly. Do you ever see Jinx came out with a Ghost and Spectre zip-up hoodies?
Yeah, I saw that the other day on Blizzard.com.
Are you going to get me one?
No.
My birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is.
Can you get me one?
Nope. Let's see, a scan going down revealing the small Protoss army back here, but another Colossus is about to come out, and Thermal Lance is almost done, getting a few more sensors out to get those Force Fields and Guardian Shields.
And you know, the bad part is that I don't think ShaPeLesS knows that Colossus Tech is on the ground.
No, he knows.
He doesn't have Vikings.
But, it's going to be an interesting conflict going on right now. We got a couple of force fields stopping them from pulling back. The Colossus tighten them so they're not taking that much damage from that.
That Colossus is not kiting, it's dancing.
Whatever. He pulled back.
And you know, without the Vikings in the air, these Colossus make short work out of it. I mean, a lot of ground units from the gateways got destroyed for Erwin, but
since he kept these Colossus alive, he pulled this one back when it was about to die, and
I mean, you
got pretty good.
You got 12 kills just from the 2 Colossus.
And looking at attack upgrade 2 and armor upgrade 2 for the Protoss player, and now the Terran is starting Viking production as well as getting some ghosts out.
Yeah, he has ghosts. He had Marauders just popped out. He's got a bunch of Marines, so I mean, he's going to be able to quickly rebuild his army, and he's actually throwing down more racks at that second expansion.
And now we got the Templar Archives.
Yeah, we got the GG unit against Terran.
I mean, since
Colossus and High Temp, what do? get a lucky nuke?
You use ghosts, EMP.
All right, we'll see.
If you get an EMP off on the High Templar before they can storm, they're pretty much useless.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see, so there is a drop coming as the Protoss army moves out, so he doesn't have a lot of protection over here, no cannons, 1 cannon.
But actually,
he's got 2 drops.
He's going to be able to spot that Templar Archives very quickly, because it's at the 3rd, I believe, right?
Yeah, and these multi-pronged drops might be able to do some damage. I mean, he doesn't have a lot protecting over here. He has this 1 cannon back here, which might be able to get lucky if he's not paying attention to everything.
He's going to need a drop on... Oh, we got a drop right when the cannon finishes. Those Marauders got a ton of damage onto it. And the cannon's going to go down.
Taking the cannon out, he's going to focus down this pylon. But, you know, not that much is lost. I mean, back here we got another drop. This took out the cannon, getting a lot of probe kills. And right now, we have some high temps, but they can't do anything. I mean, they could feed back the medvacs. Like
that. We get that feedback right there.
But there's really nothing to do damage. I mean, the probes are attacking, getting another warp into Zealots, but this medvac is going to be able to make its way out.
Yeah, I mean, income. Oh God. Income. Thank you. My brain totally farted right there. And stalled a little bit for ErWin, but
78 Harvesters.
I mean, he took out the cannon, he took out a pylon, but he didn't take out the Templar Archives. So Storm is about to finish.
I mean, he has momentarily stopped the gas production.
So I mean, just cost efficiently, I don't think those were great drops.
Well, what can you do?
I don't know. I mean, if you, as a Terran player, I don't know what you do against a Protoss army like this.
You know, he did do a little bit down. I mean, still, he's delayed gas mining tremendously because they're still not back on it. And you really need the gas when you get these higher tier Protoss units. Moving across the map, ample number of Vikings coming.
That'll help, but I mean, how many high temps are in the army? 2 are just warping in right
5.
there.
You know, some of these do have enough for Storm since it is finished upgrading, being researched.
And what upgrades do we have on the Terran units? We have 2-2 for Protoss.
1-1. He's
1-1.
About almost halfway done with attack upgrade 2.
And he has stim. He's probably going to stim into the army now. Here we do have an engagement.
You know,
looks like he's
the
trying
EMP did go off on that
Storm
army.
on the middle of the army.
So all the shields are down, but there's just a lot of damage happening. These Colossus will not fall because the Stalkers focused them down. Feedback on the medvacs.
Tons of feedbacks.
And
this one Marauder's like, ah! Oh no, they just got their super fast boots.
Yeah, charge did just finish, as you saw.
Oh, GG for the Terran player.
He did get those EMPs off, which brought down all the shields, but he just did not have
but I mean,
enough to back it up.
I don't know if you spotted it, but he got an EMP on a lot of the Zealots, but the Zealots who were in front, they had full shields.
Yeah, I mean, most of these units had no shields.
No, but I mean, we're sitting at it's still sizable and scary Protoss death ball.
But you know, he has a lot of production facilities, so he can rebuild relatively quick. He's getting another orbital, so his mineral production, 2 more command centers coming.
We can't talk straight when we talk about economies, can we? Looks like ErWin is deciding to go towards the 3rd. Poor Zealot.
His life for our.
Yeah.
A 4th is being taken for Protoss as he moves over here. Looks like he's not ready to engage quite yet because of the scans. But he is getting a proxy pylon, so he might regroup a little.
Yeah, it's a good call from that. He does have another Colossus just about to finish from the Robo Bay. And I don't know. I mean, Viking count, what are we at for... He lost a lot of those Vikings. Look like he's going to try and pick off a couple Colossus beforehand.
No, it looks like he has these misrallied and can dangerously have them killed.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Stalkers out on the field. A lot of Zealots, though, so a lot of the gas is being used for the high temp and the Colossus. Here we go, though. A little bit of back and forth from the Protoss army at the ramp, and here we go. This might be the final engagement.
You know, the Storm's going down. He pulls them back. A little damage is done. These Colossus are doing a lot of damage in the back. Feedback on the medvac, so not as much healing.
I'd almost think it'd be more beneficial to not stim against the Protoss army once they have high temp and Colossus.
And there is a little bit more Marines up this hill, but I don't know. With 4 Colossus back there.
And now the Archons.
I mean, once the energy's done.
Yep, and ShaPeLesS just leaves the game, no GG or anything. So yeah, I mean, pretty much you let a Protoss player get Colossus and high temp against a Terran player, you're done.
Yeah, and he really didn't have enough Vikings to really take him out at any point of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Viking and medvac counts were very, very low. He was sitting on a ton of gas. I mean, he could have done it, but I really think that maybe in that case, switching over to more of a Marauder-heavy army Marauder heavy with upgrades, and then Medvacs, Vikings, maybe a couple Marines. That's the better thing. And I don't think you can stim against a Protoss Deathball with those high temps and Colossus.
You can. You just have to make sure you get out of the way.
Well, yeah, if you're excellent at splitting your army up, but I mean, he had enough high temps to lay storms down everywhere. So yeah, leave a comment down below on how you think the game went.
Hit that like button.
Share with your buddies or buddettes who play StarCraft 2.
Subscribe.
Have a great day.
GG.
GG.